Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Coaxium Cantina. I'm Benjamin,
And I'm Aidan.
and in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the potential of Darth Maul in the Kenobi show. Now, this hasn't come from nowhere. This has come from the actor of Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace and Solo, Ray Park. He posted on Instagram on the 12th of February, so I think that was 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Now, with a Darth Maul headpiece type thing with the horns on. Now he posted this with the caption of "Meet me on Dathomir," and he also put the location as Tatooine. So, but that's not it. He also, yesterday, so on the 14th of February, he posted another picture of him getting his face painted as Darth Maul, obviously, set with the caption, "Have a wonderful day, Sith rule." He then also put his location as the Death Star. So, we have two Instagram posts from the actor of Darth Maul, and I mean, it's pretty obvious that it is Darth Maul. If not confirmed now, it is Darth Maul. But the only thing that we don't know is why. Now, for me, personally, the only show that it would make sense for him to be in, and the only show that's about to start filming, is, you guessed it, the Kenobi show. So, Aidan, what do you think?
Well, for one, I think this definitely is not going to be misinterpreted as baiting, because he looks like he's properly in like hair and makeup. Those prosthetics did look officially made, so I think we can definitely confirm that it's going to be something with a high budget. With regards to the Kenobi show, I agree with you. It would make the most sense if he was there. It might also make sense with regards to something like Solo, because bear in mind, with regards to Maul's timeline, we have him escaping at the end of Season 7 of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
We have his appearance in Solo with Kira, asking her to meet him on Dathomir.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have his time in Rebels and his death on Tatooine. So, me and you talked about how we weren't exactly sure how they could pad out the Kenobi show if his entire time is just on Tatooine.
Yeah.
What could happen is we obviously have references of Hayden Christensen getting a giant role in it, reprising his role as either Darth Vader or Anakin. So it would also make sense that they could pad it out with episodes dedicated to Maul.
Yeah.
So I would probably say if we had episodes dedicated to Maul, that could be things like his time on Dathomir after Season 7 and his time organising the crime syndicates post that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not confirmed that it's a Kenobi show by any means.
Yeah.
It could be a Solo 2, it could be whatever, it could be a brand new film, it could be whatever. But I just doubt that they, with all the shows that they have revealed, I doubt that there's a secret show in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Because there's so many already. But it's interesting. I don't know. I wouldn't read too much into it. It's interesting how he put the location as Tatooine.
Yeah. I mean, the Death Star one was a bit weird, so that's where you could kind of say maybe it's not that.
Maybe it's just a random Star Wars place.
Yeah.
But Tatooine is interesting because obviously that's where the Kenobi show is supposed to be set. That's where Kenobi is. So, the other thing is, I literally haven't seen anybody talking about this.
How do you mean?
Like, normally when these things come around, actors post these things.
Yeah.
It's all over every Star Wars fan page. It's all over Twitter. It's all over where I haven't seen anything to do with this.
I think it's mainly because Ray Park does post a lot of Star Wars stuff anyway. He's very active as a Star Wars fan and actor. So maybe it could be viewed as maybe like
it could be one of his stunts he's doing.
Yeah, nothing worth a second glance.
But I don't think he would like. It looks like it's being professionally done.
Yeah.
He
looks like he's in hair and makeup.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't mold a Darth Maul mold just for a stunt, surely. Yeah. So I don't know why people aren't talking about this, but we're talking about this, so it's okay. So I want to have a little bit of a theory here. Obviously Darth Maul is known to be Obi Wan Kenobi's enemy, arch enemy. How could he tie in a way that makes sense?
Well, we obviously have the Rebels Tatooine death. Yeah. So there's a possibility we might be getting that in live action, even though we've kind of already got it. So that's kind of a shaky theory.
I always say about that whenever someone asks, "Oh, would you like this in live action?" It was always, well, yes, I would want it in live action, but there's also that thing about we've kind of already got it.
Yeah.
It's like all the comics where I would say I would love all the comics in live action, but it's kind of reusing storylines.
Yeah. Something that I did think was that kind of the main point of Maul's character is Obi-Wan. Like, every story tie-in Maul has is to do with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
So perhaps it's a case where we'll get episodes dedicated to him because he's still trying to find Obi-Wan, because of course he is. That's his main goal.
Yeah.
So we might have episodes where we're just seeing Obi-Wan, but then there could be cutaways to somewhere like Dathomir, where he's, I don't know, regrouping after the events of Season 7 of the Clone Wars and Order 66 and everything, and where he's, well, lightsaber for starters, because he doesn't have a lightsaber. He went off planet of Mandalore without it, so that would be a case of him building the Inquisitor broken one that we see in Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also taking back control or managing the other crime syndicates. So there's a decent amount of story there, whilst at the same time still tying to Obi-Wan, because that's obviously still his main goal. So I'd say those are probably the most likely ways in which we'd see him if there were episodes that were focused on him.
Yeah. I'm just looking at Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace compared to Solo. And this might be really petty, but the horns that he posted
look more like the Solo one.
Yeah.
Yeah. People were saying that. People were doing the comparison. And whilst the Solo one was a hologram, he looks very dead and very, obviously older, but bear in mind, he was not resurrected, but Mother Talzin used black magic on him to remove the madness from his mind. So he's obviously to be fair, Maul has always been an intentionally monstrous looking character.
Yeah.
But his appearance in Solo is kind of the result of Mother Talzin's black magic. So I'd assume that would be his ongoing appearance, seeing as how everything we'd see him in is post his recovery.
Yeah. Also, the horns for Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace look really smooth.
Yeah.
Whereas in in the picture that Ray Park posts and in Solo, they look a lot more rough.
Yeah, like jagged.
Yeah. So I doubt it would be. I doubt it would be a flashback to the Phantom Menace because, well,
you'd need that style.
you'd need the same style of horns.
No, I'd probably definitely put my money on it being post season 7.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a tough one because obviously Darth Maul was hunting for Obi-Wan in Rebels, so Darth Maul can't go to Tatooine before Rebels and find Obi-Wan because otherwise that whole storyline's gone. So they're going to have a tough time trying to work out how to put Darth Maul in there, how to make Obi-Wan and Darth Maul meet up without it leading to Tatooine.
Well, bear in mind, I've only just remembered this and thought of it. We see Maul in Rebels when Ezra, Kanan, and Ahsoka go to Malachor. So that's kind of building it up a bit. So the timeline is essentially season 7 of the Clone Wars, which is Order 66. Then we have the events of Solo, if I'm remembering it correctly. And then we have him trapped on Malachor. So technically, that would be a way to stop him from getting as far as Tatooine, because he is actually stranded, and he tells Ezra that he's been like scraping by to stay alive. So technically, that would be a way to keep him from that Tatooine part of the story.
I think the Kenobi show is 5 years after Revenge of the Sith, if I'm not mistaken.
I'd say if that's the
case... I don't know how far Solo is.
I don't know either. That's a...
How far is Solo after Revenge of the Sith? I don't know. I can't find it. I think Solo would come after the Kenobi show.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that.
I'd probably say all of this would come under the guise of a flashback or a perspective. Because bear in mind, we do have Hayden Christensen as well. So me and you are hoping that there's going to be Clone Wars flashbacks, because that would be amazing in live action. But bear in mind, if Hayden's in it as well, then I'd say it would probably work as a perspective thing of different characters to pad
be fair,
it out.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's I know I just said the horns look rough like Solo and not like the Phantom Menace, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Qui-Gon flashback of him being killed.
Yeah.
Or maybe we could get some of the Clone Wars in live action by having the fight between Obi-Wan and Maul.
A perspective of Maul post being cut in half.
My only worry with this is, it's all good having Anakin as Darth Vader, it's all good having Darth Maul, it's all good having everyone. But this is a Kenobi show.
Yes. But
this could be probably the final time that we're going to see Obi-Wan Kenobi. So it needs to be about him and not about Darth Maul and not about Darth Vader.
True. But at the same time, think of it this way. They are both key points in his life. And at the end of the day, what we were saying was that just having an entire series just on Tatooine might get boring. Like with The Mandalorian, he flies to essentially loads of planets every episode. So with this, it will be a way of, we see Obi-Wan on Tatooine, so the points where he's looking after Luke. But then we will also get those flashbacks of him remembering his life, and also will get key perspectives of those people who shaped his life.
Yeah. I mean, I just thought of this. So, the Mando and Baby Yoda worked so well. Yoda sends them to go to Tatooine. Yoda sends Obi-Wan with Luke to go to Tatooine. Luke is like the Baby Yoda of the situation. And Obi-Wan has to go on so many missions across the galaxy just to get to Tatooine.
Ooh, that would be weird.
So Luke is Baby Yoda, and Obi-Wan is the Mandalorian.
I do not know if that would work.
No, it wouldn't. Although I do 100% want to see Obi-Wan as a Mandalorian in live action.
Oh, the Mandalore arc kind of thing.
But that's a different thing altogether.
Yeah.
So it looks like it is the Kenobi show. Actually, I say that. I've just looked at the second picture, and he's holding. That's actually a really creepy second picture because he's holding Darth Maul's head in his lap.
Yeah, but he's also
getting it painted. But the horns on his head, on his actual head, look smoother than the ones that he's got on his lap.
That would probably point back to time jumps or.
So the Phantom Menace is a possibility. Even if it's like a hologram or something like that, where it's a hologram of Darth Maul killing Qui-Gon.
I would still want. No, I've told you I'd love this, but the events of after Phantom Menace, because we obviously see Qui-Gon telling Obi-Wan to train him and everything, and we have the emotional scene of Qui-Gon's death.
Yeah.
But genuinely, it would be amazing to learn how Maul got from being cut in half on Naboo to the trash planet where he built himself into a mechanical spider.
Yeah, but is that worthy of being in the Kenobi show, or is that worthy of being a Maul show?
Once again, we don't know if this is a Maul film / show.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's It could be a perspective again, like I've said.
I mean, it could be a Darth Maul film, could be a Darth Maul game, it could be a Darth Maul show that Disney haven't told us about. But as I said, I don't think they would have revealed all of these shows and all of these things just to keep one secret. But I might be wrong. So yeah, that is Darth Maul, and the Kenobi show is probably likely at this point.
Yeah.
And we just need a few more actors to confirm that they're in it before we're like, okay, this is it. This is the big deal. AKA Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
If Liam Neeson, I mean, I don't think I would be very, very surprised if he has any social media, but he might do. If Liam Neeson goes and, tells us that he's
working on something at the very
least. Working on something, yeah. Then it's all coming together.
Yeah.
And the possibility of Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, and Liam Neeson being in one thing equals the possibility of Duel of the Fates being in it. Which is, I mean, what more do you need?
Yeah, that's quite literally exactly what you'd want.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's basically what we're going to go for. Okay, let's spin this a bit. If the Kenobi show, if it isn't a Kenobi show, would you want a Darth Maul film or a Darth Maul game? Darth Maul film or a Darth Maul show or a Darth Maul game?
I mean, I want all of those ideally.
Yeah.
But would I want a film or a game show? I feel like shows are doing really well nowadays, and with the sense of the kind of moments in Maul's life that we'd need to fill in, I'd say a show might be better because obviously you could have multiple episodes and you could cover those
Yeah.
different stages. But at the same time, I would really like a film, like a full-on film.
Yeah. It's a shame because I would love to go to the cinema to watch like a Disney Plus show. But I think these Disney Plus shows are perfect for spin-offs because you spend more time with the character. If you're getting 6 episodes, which is, Disney say that they're an hour long. What they mean is they're 45 minutes long with 15 minutes credits.
Yeah.
But sure. Even if you get half an hour shows, you have 8 of those? That's 4 hours.
Yeah.
If I've done the maths right there. So that's still longer than a film. So it's really perfect for a spin-off show.
But then, at the same time, could you imagine the kind of reaction like you get with Solo, the announcement of a spin-off show that's just called something like Son of Dathomir or Maul?
That would be cool.
That would be amazing.
That would be cool. But I think if they were doing a Kenobi show and a Maul show at the same time, that would be it wouldn't work very well from a financial perspective.
It would be quite full on.
Yeah, it would be like Kenobi show. Okay, everybody's excited for this Kenobi show, but we've also got a Maul show going on as well. Okay, everybody's now excited for the Maul show. They drop a Kenobi show, it's really like, oh my god, everybody's excited. It's like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
So I think they'd have to wait for the Kenobi show to finish before they release a Maul show, I think.
Yeah.
From Disney and their financial perspective, I think that would do a lot better.
It would make more sense.
Or even, I tell you what, it could even do a Book of Boba Fett.
Well, technically that is a series.
Yeah, but as in, like, at the end of the show, it'd be like Maul, Son of Dathomir coming next year or something.
Oh, yeah. No, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, that would probably work a bit better than running them alongside each other.
I mean, I know Darth Vader is the main character of Star Wars, but I would kill for a Darth Vader show.
Yeah.
Darth Vader show, Kylo Ren show, Darth Maul show.
Yeah. just all of the evil people, really.
Yeah, screw it. Count Dooku as well. And Snoke. No, actually, no.
That's under the premise of Palpatine, really.
Yeah, but at least if we get a Snoke show, we'll get some explanation of what the hell he is.
Maybe a Plagueis and Palpatine.
Actually, no, people have been saying that they want a young Palpatine and Plagueis show.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
That would work.
But that's not Darth Maul. So, let us know what you think about Darth Maul in the comments below. Any more for you to say? I think
I've wrapped it all up, other than I want anything Maul related, and I will take it happily.
Yeah. I mean, it could end up that Maul's in the Ahsoka show, because he's died before. So, there you go. And it's Disney as well, and they like bring back characters, so...
Although him dying twice would... Well, dying.
Hey, you know what Disney are capable of.
True.
Yeah.
This is true.
Anyway, as I said, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.